Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Compact Everyday Carry and Gadgets. And today we're going to be taking a look at my latest build, and that's this PSA Micro Dagger, which is a Glock 43X MOS clone. When I initially started this build, I wanted to make sure that I did an affordable build, very budget friendly. So I tried my best to do so. It's not done. These are like the first few steps, but I'm not gonna go crazy with it either, because I do got the Glock 43X MOS, and that's the one that I'm kind of putting most of my energy into, and kind of trying to get it to that complete status. It's still not there, but it's very close. And you guys have seen the build come along from the very beginning stages to what it has became. But we still are missing some things. But the good thing about that is I was able to take a lot of the things that I learned from that one, that worked good on that one, and I brought them into this platform, which is the PSA Micro Dagger. Like I said, just the gun itself is very affordable. You're gonna save a lot of money if you go with a PSA Micro Dagger instead of a Glock. You'll save yourself around $100 to $200. So trust me, it makes a big difference, especially when you do want to start kind of rigging it out somewhat like what I have here. So let's start off with the first things and the basic. The first things I picked up was this Hulk sleeve. Now this is an actual Hulk sleeve. I wish I would have found this one when I was doing my Glock 43X MOS build, because this is an actual Hulk sleeve, so it feels way more premium than the one I got on the Glock 43X MOS. I will have links down below for everything I speak about in the video, if you guys are interested in picking anything up. And the cool thing, like I said, all of this cross matches with the Glock 43X MOS. So whatever you like on this gun, if you don't have a PSA Micro Dagger, you could also use it and run it on your Glock 43X MOS. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I got this Hulk sleeve, which I love. You guys know I put Hulk sleeves on most of my handguns. I love it because it gives you these finger wedges, these finger grooves, which just helps you tighten up that grip, feel way more secure, pushes up the finger up towards that trigger guard. So it feels very secure in the hands, feels very good. It just gives you a nice little, adds a little more girth, especially it fills in that part of your hand right there. That kind of goes in a little. It has that nice, let me see if I can show you guys. So yeah, as you can see, it has that bump right there. So that sits inside of the palm of your hands, and it just gives you a nice fuller grip, a nice fuller feeling grip, which just feels really good, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, that was the first thing I got. Next, I went with this Worn +2. Now the cool thing about PSA Micro Dagger, and like I said, you could also cross match this with the Glock 43X MOS, and that's that the PSA Micro Dagger comes with a 15-round magazine. Now this 15-round magazine is great. So far it's been reliable. I have ran these on my Glock 43X MOS as well. And now that I added this +2, this is 17 rounds +1 on this tiny somewhat micro handgun. Imagine that, 18 rounds in a comfortable EDC setup. I'm telling you guys, I'm hooking you guys up with this one. So yeah, this is a PSA Micro Dagger. I'll see if I put links also to their website directly to their PSA Micro Daggers. You don't got to swap out. The cool thing about the PSA Micro Daggers is that you don't have to swap out the mag release. Why? Because the mag release is already polymer or plastic. But the PSA Micro Dagger magazine is steel, is metal, but it has this plastic or this polymer lip right in the front. So you don't have to go changing out the mag release, which for me is a huge plus whenever you don't got to touch too much of the OEM parts of the gun itself. Especially if it's Glock, you don't want to mess with OEM things and replacing them with aftermarket stuff. So cool thing is, like I said, is a steel or aluminum, I'm not sure the type of metal this is, but it's a metal magazine with a polymer lip. So you could keep the OEM mag release, which is awesome. And man, it has worked wonders. So far, it's been very reliable. That was one thing I told you guys in one of the videos that I was doing for the Glock 43X MOS accessory video, where you could add these base plates to these bigger capacity magazines. So right here, we got 17 + 1 in the head. So that's 18 rounds in an everyday carry. That is amazing when you think about it. And next, I got this red dot from True Glow. Now, I'm not very familiar with the True Glow red dots. I know more about them when it comes to do with sights. With sights, they're one of the top guys. They're really good for sights. And I wasn't even aware, to tell you the truth, that they make red dots. I went to the store. Like I said, I've been shopping around trying to build out this gun, and I was thinking very budget friendly first, especially for you guys that are doing multiple builds and you don't want to go crazy spending a bunch of money. That's what I do this for. So I was looking at a bunch of sites and I laid eyes on this True Glow red dot. And what I like about it, the footprint is very small and tiny, and I love the shape. I actually like, aesthetically, I like the way this looks more than the Holosun. The build itself compares very good because it's also made out of metal. I like that these buttons right here are rubber, and there you have a nice, let me see if I can show you guys. They do kind of come out a little bit, so it has some good texture. Very easy to push and access and know how many times you press it. It has auto wake. Let me see if I find the box to show you guys the model and all that kind of good stuff, so you guys can see what we are talking about. So here goes. This is the True Glow XR21. It has an RMSC mount. So for the PSA Micro Dagger, it mounts directly. Now, if you're going to mount this on a Glock 43X, you will need the base plate, which I already have that base plate as well. But if you have an actual Glock 43X MOS, be aware you will need the base plate. I could also put that link down below if you guys are interested in that. But yeah, this is pretty cool. It has digital push button operation, 21mm objective lens, auto on and off, which increases the battery life, integrated rear sight notch, which is pretty cool. As you can see, it does have that little notch right there. Let me see if I can show you guys. That little notch right there. So you could co-witness. Since this sits way lower, I'm able to, let me see if I can show you guys. If I want to actually use my sights, I can, as you can see right there. Because on the PSA Micro Dagger, we're not having that extra little lift with a base plate. It goes directly mounted, and it's pretty good actually. It's almost not that far off from the height of the actual slide itself. True Care Limited lifetime warranty, which I definitely appreciate. I'm not going to go too into detail on everything this mentions, but so far so good. Like I said, so far so good for sure. Like, I really like the build. Aesthetically, I love how it looks. It's like I said, a nice metal finish, not as thick as the Holosun 407K, but still feels very durable, feels like a tank as well. Only time will tell. Like I said, my Holosuns, I have ran them for years already, and they have been awesome. They have been very reliable. I do got to take this bad boy out to the range and get some rounds through it to see how it holds up. I'm pretty sure it's going to hold up pretty good. After I bought it, I went online and looked for videos on it, and people spoke pretty good about it as well. So I will have links if I find links to that. Because that I did pick up in person, but I will try to find it so you guys could go directly to it. And then today I got in my favorite light for the Glock 43X MOS, and that is the Streamlight TLR7 sub. But this is a TLR7X sub. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this battery is rechargeable, but you will need the charging adapter for it. But that's still really good to know. You save money. Although these lights and batteries are pretty good with the life and power of them, especially that you're not turning them on every time unless you're practicing just engaging and disengaging the light itself. But yeah, so far so good. This build has been great. Like I said, links will be down below. The one thing that I do want to get for sure, I want to get it before I call this build done, is I am going to be swapping out that trigger. I'm trying to find some good options, like I said, affordable options, because this is what I'm basing this build around, is affordability. I want it to be affordable so that the everyday person with a regular job could afford these things and could, you know, hook up their handgun and get it to the max of his abilities. I was looking at the, what are they called? The Tyrant CNC shoes. Shoe trigger is just like the shoe itself. So you could just literally remove the pin and swap it out and put in the new trigger. I was going to pick it up today, but they only had a red option, and I don't know how a red trigger would look on this build. So I'm trying to keep it just kind of black and olive. By the way, olive is my favorite color. But yeah, that's about it. Let me know what you guys think about this build. I actually think it looks awesome. I think it looks great. I'm actually motivated to finish it because I really like it. I might be getting the Talon grips for this, kind of like what I did with the with the Glock 43X MOS and then putting this sleeve over the Talon grips, I'm also going to need a mag well, but I don't want to get the Katana, which is the one I have for the Glock 43X, because it's an expensive mag well. I think that runs about $100. And like I said, I'm trying to keep this affordable, so I might be see if I find a good polymer one or a steel one that's just affordable. But that's it for now, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Like I said, this has been great so far and it has been reliable. It doesn't have as many rounds as I would like before saying that something is reliable and before saying I'm a everyday carry this thing. But so far, so good. People always speak very highly of PSA. This isn't my only PSA handgun. I got multiple, which I got to be making a video about it, actually. So that'll be coming soon. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. Comment down below, like the video, share the video. We are growing, and that's thank you to you guys. Like I always say, I learn so much with you guys, so please comment down below if you guys have any suggestions, anything I should take a look at, and actually what video you guys want to see next. I got a few videos coming up, and it's because of suggestions, sorry, that you guys put down in the comments. So make sure you guys have questions, say them down below, or any videos to look forward to, suggest that down below as well. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's compact everyday carry and